Hello everyone, welcome to this morning's energizing breathwork and full body stretch. We're going to start this morning with an energizing breathwork exercise called Breath of Joy. And we use this technique to bring energy into the body, to invigorate the body and get all of our energy channels flowing. So bringing your feet slightly wider than hip distance apart. We're going to start with the breath and then we're going to bring in some arm movements and some sound. So with the breath, we breathe in 3 parts. We breathe into the belly first, then the ribs, and then up into the chest. And we do this relatively quickly, so it sounds like this. Okay, so we're breathing into the belly, then the ribs, then the chest. Combining our arm movements now, as we inhale into the belly, we'll lift the arms directly forwards. As we inhale through the ribs, we take the arms out wide either side of us. And as we inhale up into the chest, we take the arms up to the sky. So it's forwards, out to the side, up to the sky. And it sounds like this. As we exhale, we bend into the knees, send the hands down to the ground, and make some sound. Ha! So I'll put this all together now. Ha! I'll show you one more time. Ha! And then we're going to roll through a sequence of this breath work. So we'll just keep it going. So as soon as we've come down, made our sound, we come straight back up, breathing in, bringing the arms forward, out to the side, and then up to the sky, and back down again. So take a nice deep breath in to prepare. Exhale, completely empty the lungs. And inhale, reach in the arms. Ha! Forward to the side, up, ha! Forward to the side, up, ha! 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 Don't be afraid to make some sound on that exhale. Ha! 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 Keep it going for a couple more breaths. Really bend into the knees. Ha! 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 And then inhale, reach your hands up to the sky. Exhale, bring the hands down onto the chest. Take a few breaths here. You'll notice your increased heart rate. And just seeing how you feel. Do you feel invigorated this morning after that breath work? You might feel a little bit tired if it's a new practice for you. But you should start to feel, as we slow the breath down, your energy levels increasing. So once that heart rate stabilizes, you should feel more awake, more invigorated, more energized. So let's move into our morning stretch. Bringing our hands down by our side. Inhale, reach the arms up. Really take the fingertips as high as you can here. Keep the gaze forward for a nice straight spine. And then exhale, start to bend over to the right. Inhale, come back to center, and exhale, bend over to the left. Inhale, come back to center. Take a deep breath in. And then exhale, start to fold forward from the hips, taking the hands down to the ground, gaze to the knees, forward fold. The legs don't have to be perfectly straight here. Take a gentle bend in the knee if you need to. Doesn't matter where the hands reach. Just take a couple of breaths, stretching into the hamstrings. Inhale, plant the hands on the shins, flat back, halfway lift. Exhale to slowly fold back forwards. Take a breath here. And as you exhale, try to deepen that fold, deepening the hamstring stretch. Planting your hands either side of the feet and stepping the feet back into plank. Here we want to bring the hips into a straight line with the body. Bring the hands directly underneath the shoulders. Engage the core and push the heels away from the body. Take a breath. As you exhale, push away from the hands, lift the hips up and back, downward facing dog. Start to walk your dog, bending one knee at a time here, again stretching into those hamstrings. And then holding in downward facing dog for 2 breaths. Spread the fingers out nice and wide on the mat, push from the tops of the palms. Try to close the gap between the knees and the chest. Really send the chest to the back of the mat. Nice straight elbows, straight spine. Gaze to the navel or the knees. Take one final deep breath here. And then as you exhale, drop the knees down onto the mat. Bring the hands directly underneath the shoulders. The knees roughly hip distance apart. And we're going to come into some cat-cow. So as we inhale, drop the belly, lift the head. Exhale, push away from the mat, chin to chest. Inhale, drop the belly, lift the head. Exhale, really push through the hands, round through the shoulders, chin to chest. Inhale, drop the belly, lift the head. Exhale, push away from the mat, chin to chest. Inhale, drop the belly, lift the head. And exhale, come into a nice neutral spine. Start to walk the hands back towards the body until the bottom arrives on the heels. We're going to rise up onto the knees and take a step forward with the right foot. We can keep both the knees at a right angle, or if it's comfortable on the knees and the hips, we're going to walk the right foot forward and sink lower into the hips. Inhale, reach the arms up, low lunge. Exhale, bring the left hand down onto the mat, keep the right hand lifted and take the gaze up to the right thumb. Twisted low lunge. Take a breath in. And then as you exhale, bring that right hand down onto the inside of the right foot. Gently start to walk the right foot out to the right edge of the mat. And then bringing the hand onto the right thigh, guide the knee over to the right hand side until you arrive on the edge of your right foot. Lizard lunge. Take a breath here, stretching into the inner thigh and the pelvis. Maybe also the left psoas muscle. And then gently plant that right foot down, walking it back to the center of the mat. Bring both hands to frame the front foot, and then start to roll back, placing your weight in the left knee until your right leg is straight. Lift the right toes up to the sky, half split. Take a deep breath here. Exhale, take the forehead in the direction of the knee and try not to collapse too much into the left hip. Keep the hips nice and straight here. If there's a slight bend in the right knee, that's absolutely fine. We're just stretching through the right hamstring. Inhale, gently start to roll back forwards, planting the right foot down, bringing the right hand on the inside of the right foot and stepping that right foot back into our tabletop. Walking the hands back towards the body until the bottom's on the heels, rising up onto the knees and taking a step forward with the left foot this time. Again, option to keep both the knees at a right angle or to walk that left foot forward, sinking down into the hips. Inhale, reach the arms up, low lunge. Take a few breaths here. Really reaching up through the fingertips. Inhale. And exhale, bring the right hand down to the mat. Keep that left hand lifted and take the gaze up to the left thumb. Twisted lunge, twisting through the abdomen here, stretching the shoulder and the right psoas muscle. Inhale. And then exhale, bring the left hand down onto the inside of the left foot. Start to walk the left foot over to the very left edge of the mat and gently guide the knee outwards, coming into your lizard lunge. Take a few breaths here, stretching into the hips, the inner thigh, the pelvis, all of the connective tissues here. And then gently planting the left foot down and walking it back to center. Bringing the hands to frame that front foot, we're going to place all of our weight in the right knee now, rolling back until the left leg is straight, lifting the left toes. Take an inhale. Exhale, take the forehead in the direction of the knee, half split. Take a few breaths here. Try and keep the hips nice and square. Don't fall over too much into the right hand side. And then starting to roll back forwards, planting the left foot down on the ground. Bringing both of the hands again onto the inside of the left foot and stepping that left foot back into our tabletop. From tabletop, we're going to tuck the toes, take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, lift the hips up and back, downward facing dog. Walking the dog, bending one knee at a time. And then holding in downward facing dog for a couple of breaths, finding your alignment, really spreading the fingers out nice and wide, pushing from the tops of the palms, sending the chest towards the knees. Keep the arms nice and straight. If you need to take a gentle bend in the knee to lift your hips up higher, that's absolutely fine. Just a couple more breaths here. Before starting to walk the hands slowly back towards the feet, we're going to meet in a forward fold at the back of our mat. Gaze to the knees. Inhale, plant the hands on the shins, flat back, halfway lift. Exhale to slowly fold forwards. Inhale, sweep the arms out wide as we come up into standing. Exhale, bring the hands to heart center. From here, we're going to step our feet out wide, bringing our feet and our knees to face outwards. Bringing the hands together at heart center. Inhale, reach the hands up, star pose. Exhale, bring the hands back to heart center and start to bend into the knees, goddess squat. Inhale, rising up into star. And exhale, bending down into goddess. Inhale, rise. And exhale, coming back down. Inhale, we rise into star. Exhale, we bend into goddess. Inhale, one more time, rising into star. And exhale, coming down into goddess. Holding here for one breath. And then inhaling, straightening the legs, dropping the arms down. Taking a breath. Exhale through the mouth. Take the right foot to point up to the top of the mat. Bring the left foot up 45 degrees so the left toes point to the top left corner of the mat. Bringing the shoulder blades together, the hands clasped down behind our back. Take a breath in, open the chest, stand nice and tall. Exhale, fold forward over that right leg, taking the hands up to the sky, stretching into that hamstring one final time. Inhale, rising up out of the posture. Bringing the right toes to face the very edge of the mat and taking the left toes to point to the back edge of the mat this time. We've turned the body here into the opposite direction. Inhale, stand nice and tall, open the chest, clasp the hands behind you. Exhale, reaching forward, folding over the left leg this time, taking the hands up to the sky. Feeling this stretch through the tops of the arms and the shoulders as well as the left hamstring. Two more breaths here. And then inhale, rise up out of the posture. Bringing the left foot back forward so that all the toes face the edge of the mat. Gently start to walk the feet closer together, keeping them a little wider than hip distance and keeping our feet and our knees facing in an outward direction. Inhale, reach the arms out wide, bringing the hands to meet overhead. And exhale, bring the hands to heart center. Start to bend into the knees, sending the bottom all the way down to the heels, coming into our yogic squat. Bringing the elbows on the inside of the knees if you can. Try and keep a nice straight spine here. And just take a couple of breaths, stretching into the hips, the inner thigh, the glutes, the lower back. If this is too much for you, you can bring your bottom down onto the ground and just take hold of the knees, coming into a similar position, still stretching through the hips and the inner thigh. Take one final breath here. And then gently bring the bottom down onto the ground, reaching the legs out ahead of you, giving the knees a little wiggle here, just bringing some movement through the hips. And then we're going to come down onto our backs. So planting both feet on the ground, keeping the knees elevated up towards the sky, bring the back down onto the mat. Plant your hands either side of the hips and gently start to walk the heels towards the fingertips. When they arrive there, take the right ankle over the top of the left knee. Reach both hands around the back of the left thigh and start to pull the left leg towards you, flexing both of the feet, the toes pointing to the sky, just stretching into the right hip here. Try to keep both the knees at a right angle if you can. For a couple more breaths. And then take the left foot back down to the mat. Bring the right to join it. And take the left ankle over the right knee this time. Reach both of the hands around the back of the right thigh, flexing both of the feet, toes point to the sky, knees at a right angle, and start to pull that right leg towards the body. Stretching into the left hip this time. Just a couple of breaths, breathing into any discomfort. And then gently bringing that right foot down, bringing the left to join it. Reaching the hands ahead of you, we're going to come up into a seated position. And then we're coming into our final stretch of this session. So sitting nice and tall, bring both of the soles of the feet together, coming into butterfly. If you can, reach the hands around the bottom of the feet, otherwise keep the hands on the shins. Inhale, sit nice and tall, and exhale, start to flutter the knees in this butterfly pose. Only going as deep as is comfortable for your body. And going as fast or as slow as you like. Slowly bringing the knees back together, planting the feet down on the ground. Bring the hands either side of the hips. Inhale, sit nice and tall. And exhale, bring both the knees over to the right hand side.